Brought to you by Queen of Queens, 14U friendlies. Special thanks to Elite Fastpitch Softball that making this all possible. And of course our staff here at fastpitchfilms.com, led by our big man Adrian. All right, this is a 14U game, 14U friendly, between I-5 and the Batbusters, Fernandez. And if you missed the last game, it was a 16U battle between Firecrackers and I-5. The final was 8-0 Firecrackers. And before that, it was Firecrackers Ohana Tigers, and the Firecrackers won that game 3-2. All right, so the Batbusters take the field. I-5 is the visitors. They'll be starting off. And for I-5, leading off is the right fielder, number 45. That's Jordan. Followed by Eva, and then Vivi.
What's that? Will this be on replay or anywhere?
Yeah, it'll be on fastpitchfilms.com. You can hear all this and see all this, yeah. Okay, fastpitchfilms.com. Hey, you did a good job. Hang in there.
You got cameras just on the umpire?
No, I said.
You know, we never get to film ourselves, you know?
Well, I said, look, you're by yourself, you're calling balls and strikes, you got to do the bases and everything else. I said, you know, it's very challenging, but I said, we appreciate the men and women that do this because you guys do a good job.
Oh, what I say, if I don't see it, I'm not calling. For instance, to go back to third. This is really obvious.
Yeah. All right, appreciate it. Keep up the good work, good buddy. All right, we're just about set here. 14U game. Batbusters I-5. I-5's leading off. This is Jordan, the right fielder. Where's number 45? She bats right. On deck is Eva. Last name is Chavez. She's a shortstop. Where's number 82? All right. You don't see that too often in softball or baseball. And I'm going to give you the trivia question that we had last game. It ended a little quickly because it was a 8-0 win by the Firecrackers. First pitch taken for a strike. The trivia question was, who was the last Major League player to wear number 42? Because Mika Yugi for the Firecrackers wears number 42, and that number's retired in Major League Baseball. Next pitch, swung on, look out. Right by us, fouled away, count 0-2. The last Major League player to wear number 42 is Mariano Rivera, the closer for the Yankees, Hall of Famer. He was the last player to wear number 42. Of course, that number's been retired, and I believe it's April 15th in Major League Baseball, every player on every team wears number 42 in tribute to Jackie Robinson, who was a great athlete, by the way, went to UCLA. Next pitch, swung on a miss, strike three, just like that. So 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out. Here's Eva, last name is Chavez. She's a shortstop, wears number 82. Vivi Ramirez is on deck. She's the pitcher. She wears number 16. Glad you could join us. No score. Top of the first, 14U friendly here at San Antonio Park. Here's a pitch on the way. It's popped up, right side. First baseman's under it, makes the play for the second out. And that's Shea who made the out. Now Valencia is on the mound for the Batbusters. She wears number 1. Satali is her first name. Last name is Valencia, right-hander. Here's Ramirez, first name Vivi, number 16 for I-5. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken for a strike, 0-1. 2 outs, nobody on, just getting started, top of the first. Glad you could join us. 14U friendly, I-5 Batbusters. Fernandez. All right, here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Valencia going right at him. Big right-hander, where's number 1? She's set, looks in for a sign, she's ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Ramirez goes down, side retired. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. All right, welcome back. 14U friendly here at San Antonio Park. I-5 went down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the first inning for Batbusters Fernandez. Mia Signs is going to lead it off. She's number 8, left-handed batter. Once again, special thanks to Elite Fastpitch Softball making this possible here at San Antonio Park. Elite Fastpitch Softball. King of Queens, we're calling this. We had the 16U game earlier. We had the 16U friendly before this game. It was 8-0 Firecrackers. And it's Queen of Queens. This is the 14U division between I-5 and Batbusters Fernandez. Brought to you by Elite Fastpitch Softball and FastPitchFilms.com. So bottom of the first for the Batbusters. It's going to be Mia, Sierra, and Marilyn. 1, 2, 3 hitters. Mia's left-handed batter. Where's number 8? Looks like a slap hitter. Let's see. No, she's swinging away. First pitch taken outside for a ball 1. No score. Bottom of the first. Glad you could join us. 14U friendly between I-5 Batbusters. Here's the pitch on the way. Taking a bit outside. 2-0. Sierra's on deck. Where's number 00? Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way, taken high for a ball, 3-0. And let's see, this looks like it's Viviana Ramirez is the pitcher for I-5, number 16. Goes to Moore Park High School, GPA 3.8, class of 2026, right-hander. Where's number 16? Viviana Ramirez. This is Mia Signs, the batter. Ramirez is ready. Here's a pitch, taken high. Viviana's ready. Here's a pitch, fouled away. Okay, Ramirez is ready. Here's a pitch to Signs. It was taken low for a ball. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. So we have a runner at first. And let's see if I can get that for you. That's Galindo, the runner at first. Makeha Where's number 2? She's the runner at first base. Runner goes, throw down to second, and it goes into center field. So it'll be a stolen base. So Galindo gets down to second base, so the Batbusters have a runner in scoring position. And Signs is still at the plate. Ramirez is ready. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Signs. So we got 1 out, 1 on, runner at second. And that's going to bring up Sierra here. Last name is Bernardini. Second baseman, left-handed batter. Wears 00. She looks like a slap hitter, and she is. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Ramirez gets the sign from her coach. She's set, she's ready. Here's the pitch on the way. That's a bunt attempt, and that's fouled back. So 0-2. That was a rise ball. You see that a lot to slap hitters because you're trying to get them to pop that up. And Sierra did on that. 2 strikes on her. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down she goes. So 2 away. So Ramirez doing a good job. 2 outs. Runner at second. That's going to bring up the number 3 hitter. That's Marilyn McCaverty. She's the catcher. Where's number 12? Bats right. Number 3 hitter. Here's a pitch. Taken for a ball. Looked like we may have been just inside. Viviana Ramirez on the mound, number 16 right-hander. Tall kid. This is a 14U division. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. Count is even, 1-1. So 2 outs, runner at second, no score. Bottom of the first. Glad you could join us. Queen of Queens. Friendly. Brought to you by Elite Fastpitch Softball. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Got some dark clouds just over us. We had a little light sprinkle, but it didn't last too long, but great day for softball nonetheless. Ramirez is ready. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken down low. Count goes 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to McCaverty, the catcher. First name's Marilyn. Ramirez is ready. Here's the 3-1 pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. Count is even full. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on. Runner at second. No score. Bottom of the first. Just getting started here. 14U division. San Antonio Park. Ramirez is ready. Here's the pitch. Taken low. Ball 4. So we have first and second. And that's going to bring up, let's see. Well, okay, I'm not sure who this is. It says number 23 in the lineup card, but it's actually number 15. So I have Taylor Day, but I have a different number. So we'll go with that for now. It's the 4-hitter nonetheless. First pitch taken low for a ball. 1-0. Runner at first and second. Next pitch taken for a strike. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on. Batbusters Fernandez and I-5. Viviana gets a sign. She's set. She's ready. And here's the pitch on the way. Fouled away, straight back. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out, 2 on. Just getting started. Bottom of the first, no score. Okay, Viviana's ready. She goes by Vivi. Here's the pitch. Taken low for a ball. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Daviana's ready. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled straight back into the screen. On deck is Mars Rubikava, number 5 hitter, shortstop. Where's number 32? Okay, Ramirez is ready. Here's the pitch. Like a pretty good pitch, just missed inside. Here's the pitch on the way. Ground ball hitting the left field for a base hit. The runner lost sight of the ball, and she actually slid into third base. She thought the shortstop made the play, so she slid into third base. And see, now when you lose sight of the ball, you got to pick up your third base coach, but by the time she could do that, she was already in her slide. So now you have bases loaded for the Batbusters. And let's see, this is number 23 here, which is Taylor Day, who I have down as the number 4 hitter, right fielder. So Taylor Day, right-handed batter. Where's number 23? Plays right field. Bases loaded. First pitch taken for a strike. Glad you could join us. Batbusters threatening. Bases loaded. First inning. Here's a pitch taken low for a ball. Count is even, 1-1. 2 outs. Bases loaded for Taylor Day. Right-handed batter. Here's a pitch on the way. Taken for a strike. Hit the inside corner. Day didn't like that. She kind of backed off a little bit, but looked like a pretty good pitch. Good spot. Next pitch is fouled straight back. Had a good swing at that. Ball was up just a bit, but in the zone. Especially with 2 strikes you want to protect. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I was talking to the umpire in between innings, and we were discussing, like, with 2 strikes, as a hitter, you expand your zone a little bit because you don't want to leave it to the umpire to make that call on you, even if it's off the plate a little bit. Next pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2. Because as a hitter, what you want to do is protect. You expand your zone with 2 strikes. So even if it's off the plate, you don't want to leave it up to the umpire to call strike 3 on that. So you just try to foul it off and give yourself another chance. You see what I'm saying? And hopefully the pitcher will give you a better pitch, maybe over the plate, something you can handle, something you can drive. So that's the whole idea. Next pitch is popped up, out of play, behind the plate. So Day hanging in there, battling. Number 4 hitter has a big chance here for the Batbusters with 2 outs, bases loaded, no score in the bottom of the first. Thanks for joining us. Glad to bring it to you. Coming to you from San Antonio Park in Buena Park. All right, Ramirez gets the sign. She's set. She's ready. The right-hander delivers. Pitch is taken high. Throw down to third. Ball gets away from the third baseman. Not far enough. The runner third came down the line quite a bit. Catcher threw down there high. Went off the third baseman's glove. But not far enough for the runner to advance. You got to be smart here with 2 outs, either 4 hit or up. You don't want to make that last out at third base. I want to say it's a full count here, so let's see if the runners are going. No, I guess it was. Let's see what the count is. Okay, now the count is full. So that was a 2-2 pitch taken high for a ball. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. The runners should be going here. And let's see, they do, and that's grounded foul, third base side. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, bases loaded. Runners are going. That's an advantage for the runners. Because when you get the runners in motion, if you hit the ball in the gap, you get 2 for sure they're going to score, and even possibly the runner at first who's in motion can score on a ball hit to the fence. So we do it again. The 3-2 pitch, runners go, taken strike 3 called. So a good pitch there by Viviani. Get out of it. They leave 3. We go to the top of the 2nd. No score. All right, welcome back, San Antonio Park. We go to the top of the 2nd inning between I-5 and Batbusters. Fernandez. Elaine Tejas is going to lead off for I-5. She's a pitcher, middle infielder. Bats right, throws right. Oh, I love it. She goes to Notre Dame High School. And I'm a big Notre Dame guy, University Notre Dame. So anytime I see Notre Dame, I love it. GPA 3.6, class of 2026. I mentioned this before. There is a lot of smart kids in softball. My goodness. I look at the spreadsheet I have here of all the kids. You see 4.3, 4.0, 4.4. It's like, wow, these kids are smart. All right, here's Elaine. Valencia back on the mound for the Batbusters. Here's a pitch, popped up, foul, third base side, out of play. Notre Dame High School. I want to say that's where John Carlos Stanton went and played baseball. He's with the Yankees. Former MVP, John Carlos Stanton. I believe he went to Notre Dame High School. Next pitch, swung on a miss by Tejas for the first out. And that's going to bring up, let's see, number 7. That's Blair. Is it Rooney? Blair Rooney. Catcher, third baseman. Bats right, throws right, goes to Valencia High School. GPA 4.3, class of 2026. So here's Blair, right-handed batter. Where's number 7? First pitch, hit down the left field line, foul. So 0-1 to Blair. Valencia on the mound for the Batbusters. No score. We're in the top of the 2nd. This is the 14U friendly. If you missed it, go to fastpitchfilms.com and check out the 16U friendly. That was won by the Firecrackers, 8-0. They beat I-5. Next pitch, taken for a strike. Carrera's on deck for I-5. Next pitch taken high for a ball. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Blair. Valencia on the mound. No score, top of 2. Okay, Valencia's ready, gets her sign. Here's the pitch on the way. And the ball's hit the left field, playable, caught by the left fielder for the 2nd out. Looks like she got that off the end of the bat a little bit out in front. And that's going to bring up Sandy Carrera. Bats 6th in the lineup, plays third base. Where's number 01? Sandy Carrera for I-5. 2 outs. Ochoa's on deck. Valencia on the mound. She's set. She's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Valencia set. She's ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Taken for a strike, 0-2. So Valencia going right at Carrera, the number 6 hitter. 0-2. And I see here is where you want to protect and expand your zone a little bit as a hitter. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. So down goes Carrera and I-5. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Dale Lopes coming to you live from San Antonio Park here in Buena Park. Bottom of the second between I-5 and Batbusters. Fernandez, no score. Ramirez is back out there. First pitch taken just a bit inside. 0-1. You could hear the coach say good spot. It was a good spot. You don't want to leave that over the plate. So if you're going to miss in, you miss in. So 1 ball, no strikes. Ramirez is ready. Next pitch taken. Called strike. Count is even. 1-1. This is Mars Rubacava, number 5 hitter. Shortstop. Where's number 32? Right-handed batter. Next pitch taken low. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Mars. Right-handed batter, where's number 32? Mentioned she's a shortstop. Harper's on deck. Pitch is taken high. Here's a pitch by Ramirez. Swing and a miss. Looks like I think it's 3-2. So Viviana's ready. She gets the pitch, and here's the delivery. Taken low. It should be ball 4. It is. So Mars is the runner at first base for Batbusters. They get the leadoff batter on. This is Harper, number 26. Right-handed batter. So no outs. Runner at first. Number 6 hitter for the Batbusters. Right-handed batter, Harper. Here's the pitch. Taken high. Big lead. Throw it down. Safe. Okay, so Mars had a big lead. The catcher threw down there. Good call by the umpire. She got back. So Mars is the runner at first. No out. Harper's the batter. Viviana's the pitcher. And gets a strike in there. Sandoval's on deck for Batbusters. Viviana gets a sign from her coach. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs, runner at first. No score. We're in the bottom of the second. I-5 Batbusters. Glad you could join us. 14U division. Here's the pitch on the way, and the dirt gets by the catcher. Runner will go down to second. So Mars is in scoring position. Harper has a chance right here for the Batbusters. Ramirez is ready, and here's the pitch on the way. High fly ball left field and deep. Back goes the left fielder. It's over her head. It goes to the wall. The runner held at second, and they're going to hold her at third. She thought the ball was going to be caught, so she only went about a third of the way off the bag, and it landed over the left fielder's head, went to the fence, so she could only get to third, but it's a double nonetheless for Harper, and that's second and third. Nobody out for Batbusters. And that's going to bring up Sophia Sandoval, the third baseman. Where's number 11? Bats right-handed. So second and third, opportunity here for Batbusters. First pitch taken inside for a ball, ball 1. All right, so second and third Batbusters. They're threatening. Ramirez is ready. And the pitch just missed inside. Ramirez is looking back like, where was that pitch? She wanted that. We got a slight sprinkle going on here now. Told you we had some dark clouds just above us. Nothing threatening. Ramirez is ready. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken for a strike. So Sandoval, the batter, Third baseman wears number 11. Bats right-handed. First name Sophia. Danny Lopez is on deck. Second and third for the Batbusters. Here's the pitch by Ramirez. Swing and a miss on a high rise ball over the zone. She looks at the third base coach, and he's kind of smiling, saying, hey, nothing above your hands there. That's over the zone there. All right, Ramirez is ready. Here's a pitch on the way. Fouled away. As a hitter, you want to be aggressive, especially with runners in scoring position like the Batbusters have, second and third. But you got to make sure the pitch is in the zone there. It's tough enough to hit strikes, let alone balls. Here's the pitch on the way, taken low. And that's a full count, so 3 balls and 2 strikes to Sandoval. Lopez on deck. Ramirez on the mound. She's set, she's ready, and here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. Popped up, foul territory, third base side, out of play. So the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the second here. No score. Batbusters are threatening. Runners at second and third. Sandoval at the plate. Ramirez is ready. Here's the pitch on the way. Taking low, ball 4. So the bases are loaded for Danny Lopez, number 14 for the Batbusters. Opportunity here. Danny bats right. Where's number 14? Ramirez is ready. Here's the pitch. Taken low, ball 1. It's important for Ramirez to get ahead in the count because with the bases loaded and you get behind, we call those hitters count. It's a hitter's count. It's your advantage. And when you have ribeyes out there, you're licking your chops as a hitter. Next pitch, taken for a strike. And I'll tell you what I noticed with this umpire. He is calling that inside pitch, not the outside pitch, which is okay. As a pitcher, as a batter, you adjust to his zone because each umpire is going to be different. So you got to adjust to their zone. And that's what I noticed so far. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way, taken low, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, bases loaded, no score, bottom of the second. Glad you could join us. We're in Buena Park at San Antonio Park. The Queen of Queens. Friendly being brought to you by Elite Fastpitch Softball. Ramirez is ready. Here's the pitch. Taken low for a ball. Boy, as a hitter, you're licking your chops here, right? It's 3 balls and 1 strike, so we got a hitter's count. You got a small zone, bases loaded. So here, what you're doing is you're looking 1 pitch, 1 spot. And she fouled it off, so the count is full, 3-2. So when you have a hitter's count like that, 3-1, you want to look for 1 pitch, 1 spot, a pitch that you can drive. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded. Batbusters threatening. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. Taken low, ball 4. So that's going to walk on a run. For Batbusters. So they take a 1-0 lead. Bases remain loaded. Time is called, meeting at the mound. And the catcher went out there to talk to her pitcher. The coach didn't. So there's a meeting with the infield and the pitcher at the mound. She's telling her, hey, settle down, let's go. Let's get strike 1 here. Let's get on top, put your defense play behind you. So that's an RBI. On a bases loaded walk, that's an RBI. So that's going to bring up, and that was for Lopez. She gets the RBI. This brings up number 3. Her name is Shea, first baseman, number 9 hitter. Bats right-handed. Ramirez is ready. First pitch, she shows bunt. And I think there was a cross-up because the batter, Shea, showed bunt, and it hit the catcher like in the it was a strike. It was a strike. And the catcher didn't catch it, so that's a cross-up. Now the coach for I-5 is going out and going to make a pitching change. Okay, now let's see what's happening here. The batter is rubbing her leg, so did it hit her? We'll try to get you what's taking place here. We got a delay in action here. We got a pitching change for I-5. And let's see who it is. See if we can get that to you. It's number 4. We don't. So Ramirez is out. Pitching change for I-5. Bases remain loaded for Batbusters. 1-0. Bases loaded walk. Lopez gets the RBI. So pitching change, number 4, Rosie Salazar is going to come in to pitch for I-5. So Rosemary Salazar's in to pitch. She also plays outfield. Second base goes by Rosie. Bats right, throws right. Goes to Grace Brethren High School, GPA 4.0, class of 2026. All right, she finishes up her warm-up tosses. Rosie's ready. Here's a pitch to Shea, ball 1. Shea's the number 9 batter. Mentioned she's a first baseman. Where's number 3? 1-0 Batbusters on a bases loaded walk. Lopez gets the RBI. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Popped up out of play right behind home plate. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rosie Salazar. She's trying to minimize the damage here because you got the bases loaded still. 1 run is in. Here's the pitch on the way, taken high for a ball. Looks like Zena Edwards is on deck for Batbusters. Here's the pitch, and it's a bunt. Back to the pitcher. She'll throw to first for the out, but that is going to be a run in. A nice job of executing by the number 9 hitter, Shea, because the ball was up, and she got it down. Even though it was bunted back to the pitcher, a good break by the runner at third to score. So that's the second run in this inning. And you have runners at second and third now, 2-0 Batbusters. And that's going to bring up the number 10 hitter, Zena Edwards. Where's number 21? Bats right-handed. First pitch, check swing, called strike, 0-1. Rosie Salazar on relief for Viviana Ramirez for I-5. 2 runs are in, runners at second and third. Here's the pitch taken high for a ball. Count is even, 1-1. From the bottom of the second. Rosie's ready. Here's a pitch. High fly ball, center field, playable. She's there. She's got it. The throw to the plate. It's a good one. A short hop. Run scores. It was actually a good throw, except it's a short hop. And we always teach our kids, in that situation, you either want a long hop or a no hop. Because a short hop makes it so challenging for the catcher who has her mask on to handle a ball like that. It was a good throw. It was on line. It was just a short hop. So another run in. So that's a sac fly RBI for Edwards. Nice job of hitting there, because you, in that situation with a runner at third, you want to at least elevate the ball to the outfield like she did to get that RBI. So it's a sac fly, doesn't cost her on a bat. It's an RBI, run for your team. Nothing but good things. So that's the 3rd run in this inning. 3-0 Batbusters. And this is Makaya Galito, number 11 hitter. Bats right. Where's number 2? Little eager, little aggressive. Swung on a pitch over the strike zone. Next pitch is fouled straight back. So in the bottom of the second, Batbusters got 3 in. They lead 3-0. And here's the pitch on the way. Swung and foul tipped in the catcher's glove for the 3rd out. All right, so 3 runs, 3 left. We go to top of 3, 3-0 Batbusters. All right, welcome back. We're at San Antonio Park. 14U friendly Queen of Queens. Brought to you by Elite, Fastpitch Softball, and FastPitchFilms.com. I'm Dale Lopes calling the play-by-play. Glad you could join us. Batbusters got 3 runs in the bottom of the second. They take a 3-0 lead, so we go to the top of the 3rd for I-5. And looks like Addison Ochoa is going to lead off. That's 7th in the order, left-handed, first baseman, Addison Ochoa. She's a pitcher as well. Goes to Stockdale High School, GPA 3.9, class of 2026. Addison Ochoa. First pitch taken for a ball, 1-0. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken low for a ball. And we have a new pitcher for Batbusters. That's McKenna Burton. Big, tall right-hander. McKenna Burton. Where's number 17, right-hander? She's set. She's ready. Here's the pitch on the way. Called strike. On deck is Rosie Salazar, who came in to pitch for I-5. Burton's ready. Here's the pitch. Took something off it. Popped up. It's playable. Catcher's calling for it and makes the catch. There's not a lot of foul territory around the plate to make that play. But this was kind of like out toward in front of the plate, so the catcher was able to make that play. And that's Marilyn, the catcher, number 3 hitter for Batbusters, made a nice play. And that's going to bring up Rosie Salazar, who came in to pitch the last half inning for I-5. Mentioned she goes to Grace Brethren High School, GPA at 4.0. Rosie Salazar. Here's a pitch on the way, taken high and outside, ball 1. McKenna Burton in relief for the Batbusters, who lead 3-0. We're in the top of the 3rd. Burton's ready, set, delivers, taken high for a ball. Looks like Jazzy Rios is on deck. Here's a pitch from Burton. taken for a strike. All right, Burton. First name McKenna. She's set, ready, delivers. Strike call. So I think it's 2-2 to Rosie. Last name Salazar. McKenna Burton on the mound. Tall right-hander delivers the pitch. She took something off it, and it's fouled away. Third base side out of play. Nice pitch. Took a little something off that. Salazar was out in front. Fouled it off. If you're just joining us, Batbusters got 3 runs in the bottom of the second. They have a 3-0 lead. We're in the top of the third. This is the 14U friendly. Here's a pitch by Burton, taken inside. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Salazar. McKenna's ready. Last name is Burton. Big, tall right-hander. Where's number 17? Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So down goes Salazar. And that's going to bring up the center fielder, Jazzy Rios. Where's number 22? Bats right-handed. Jazz Rios. First name is Jasleen. Goes by Jazzy. Bats right, throws right, goes to Mesa Union Junior High School, 3.6 GPO. First pitch taken for a strike. She's class of 2027. Plays center field, Jazzy Rios. So Burton's doing a good job coming in, throwing strikes. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Fouled away. Count is 0-2. On deck is Dylan Fisher. She's the number 10 hitter. Jazzy's at the plate. Burton on the mound. Ready. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken high. Count 1-2. Three nothing. Batbusters. Top of 3. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken outside. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looks like Burton took a little something off that. Looks like a little curveball on the outside part of the plate. Here's the pitch on the way. Check swing. Wow. I think the umpire said I missed that, which he did. It was a check swing and she went. He didn't call it. And the coaches are asking, he just threw his hands up like, hey, my bad. Okay, you know, you appreciate that. I mean, what else are you going to say, right? He missed it, he missed it. It happens. These guys do a great job. These gals do a great job. We appreciate them. They're by themselves, by the way. In friendlies, there's only one umpire. So you can't ask for an appeal because you're by yourself. And you got a mask on. Sometimes it's hard to see. If the catcher jumps up, it can hinder your vision. And sometimes these calls are missed. Here's the next pitch on the way. Taking low, ball 4. So Jazzy walks, and that's going to bring up Dylan Fisher, right-handed batter. Where's number 8? Number 10 hitter. Dylan Fisher. Throw to first, runners back in time. Dylan plays outfield and also catches. She bats right, throws right. Goes to Harvard Westlake School, GPA 4.0. Harvard Westlake, a lot of big league pitchers have come out of there. A lot of good ones. And if I recollect, I want to say Lucas Giolito and the guy from the Cardinals. They had 3 outstanding big league pitchers that went to Harvard Westlake, and it's like, how'd they ever lose a game? Harvard Westlake, yeah, they produce a lot of good big league pitchers. Next pitch taken high for a ball. Giolito's one of them. And I'm trying to think of the guy with the, is it not Flaherty? Is it Flaherty? It might be Flaherty for the Cardinals. But there's 3 outstanding big league pitchers that went to Harvard Westlake. All right, Burton's ready. Here's the pitch. called strike. She thought it was ball 4. She was breaking to first base. Umpire called the strike. So Fisher batting, first name Dillon. Burton on the mound, first name McKenna. Here's the pitch, fouled away. Pretty good swing on that. Glad you could join us. We're on the top of the third, 3-0 Batbusters. They got all 3 runs in the bottom of the second inning. Burton's ready. Here's the pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. Tell you, Fisher, for a number 10 hitter, she's got a nice cut, nice swing. She's just a hair off. When you foul it straight back like that, that means you're like about a 1/16th to an 1/8 of an inch off, meaning like a hair late. You get on top a little bit, and then you square that up. Here's a pitch on the way. Nice pitch by Burton. She took an off-speed pitch, got called strike 3, which is not really surprising because Fisher was on her hard stuff and fouling it straight back, which tells me she's on her just off a hair. So Burton mixed it up a little bit, but took a little something off and got her. So side retired, no runs. We go to the bottom of third inning, 3-0 Batbusters. All right, welcome back, 3-0 Batbusters as we go to the bottom of the third inning. And just to let you know, another pitcher that went to Harvard Westlake is Max Fried, the tremendous pitcher for the Atlanta Braves. Fly ball hit the left field, caught for the first out. That was Ari Munoz who hit a fly ball to our counterpart. Ari's a left fielder. She hit it to the left fielder for I-5. And that's Daniela in left field for I-5. So one away. And this is Ely Carrero. She's the number 13 hitter. And you'll see that a lot in friendlies. They bat most of the players, give them an opportunity to play. This is what they do. That's why it's a friendly. Gives them a chance and an opportunity to get some playing time. So she's hitting 13th. She's a center fielder. And what does she do? Base hit left field. So she goes opposite way. And where's number 9? So nice job of hitting by Ely. And we go back to the top of the order, and this is Mia Signs, number 8, left-handed batter. So Lucas Giolito, Max Fried, and there's one more from the Cardinals. I want to say he's with the Cardinals. I want to say it's Flaherty. Maybe in between innings I'll look it up. The great thing about technology, right? First pitch taken for a strike by Mia Signs. So a runner at first. Signs at the plate. Salazar back out there for I-5. First name is Rosemary. Goes by Rosie. Here's a pitch. Taken for a strike. So she's throwing strikes, Rosie is. Sierra Bernardini is on deck. Number 2 hitter. Rosie's ready. Here's a pitch. Taken high for a ball. Runner goes. Throw down. Safe. Good call by the umpire. So a stolen base for Carrillo. So a runner at second for Batbusters. Rosie's ready, pitches in the dirt, nice stop by the catcher. That's a nice stop. And that's Blair Rooney behind the plate for I-5. That's a nice stop. That ball gets, that's a tough ball to handle. She kept that ball in front, and that's what you want to do. You don't need to catch it, you want to block it. That's why they're called blocking drills. You're not trying to catch the ball, you're trying to block the ball to prevent the runner from advancing. So she did that really well. Give her credit. Blair Rooney. All right. Sign still at the plate. Left-handed batter. Where's number 8? Rosie's ready. Here's the pitch. Taken high. Ball 4. So Signs is at first. Now you have first and second. That's going to bring up the number 2 hitter, Sierra Bernardini. Number 00. Second baseman. Bats left-handed. So first and second. She shows bunt. And a lot of times they'll do that to try to advance the runner at second on a double steal, because you show bunt, the third baseman crashes, so then the shortstop's got to make sure they get to third to beat the runner from second trying to get there. So they do that a lot in situations like this. But I-5 had it defended well. Shortstop was able to get to third. Here's the pitch on the way. Shows again. Rotation in place. Shortstop goes to third. Third baseman crashes. First and second for the Batbusters. They lead 3-0, trying to get some more. And there's a bunt down to the first baseman. And nothing she can do. She throws to third to try to get the runner around in the bag, who doesn't, which is good base running. You never want around the bag with the ball in the infield. There's no reason. Where are you going to go? You're not going to go home, so why are you rounding, right? I teach that so much, and I have my kids do that a lot, and I'm trying to make sure they understand the purpose and the reason. There's nowhere to go. So that's a bunt single. Now the bases are loaded, and that's going to bring up Marilyn McCaverty. First pitch taken high for a ball. She's the number 3 hitter for Batbusters. So you got the bases loaded for the number 3 hitter. Taylor Day's on deck, the 4 hitter. And the Batbusters are looking to bust this wide open. They lead 3-0. Pitch is fouled straight back. Bottom of 3, 3-0 Batbusters, bases loaded. Salazar on the mound, gets the pitch. Taken high for a ball by Maryland. Rosie's ready, here's the pitch, taken high again. Nowhere to put her. In a situation like this, you just got to hope that she puts the ball in play and let your defense play behind you. You don't want to walk her. The bases are loaded, and you got the 4 hitter on deck. Rosie's ready. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's fouled straight back. I believe the count is 3-2. We're going to go with 3-2 here. Rosie's ready. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's popped up. It's going to be out of play behind home plate. Fans are scattering. Look out. So Maryland's still there battling. Bases loaded. McCaverty is her last name. She's the catcher. Right-handed batter. Where's number 12? Rosemary Salazar, right-handed pitcher, on the mound. Where's number 4? Here's the 3-2 pitch. I think it may have hit her, or it's ball 4 either way. So that's going to be a run batted in on a walk for Maryland. And they're going to run for her now. And that's Carrero, who was at third. She's the number 13 hitter, so she's going to run at first base. for McCaverty. And that's going to bring up number 23, Taylor Day, the number 4 hitter, right fielder, right-handed batter, wears number 23. So a run in via walk. Like I mentioned earlier, that's an RBI for the batter. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this doesn't look like Taylor Day. It's number 15 here. So we'll try to get you that name for you. She hits a line drive to left field. It's going to be caught. The runner at third is going to tag and score. So that's going to be a sac fly and an RBI there. So that's a good piece of hitting there because you want to get the ball to the outfield there, right? So that's another run there. So that makes it 5-0 Batbusters. Now it's interesting. That batter that just hit, I don't have her listed here. So again, it's a friendly, so it's nothing major. But now this is Taylor Day, so who's the 4 hitter. So this is Taylor Day, right-handed batter, plays right field, wears number 23. She pops it up to the second baseman, and the second baseman's looking for help, and the ball's going to land. 1 run is in. And that's going to go as a bloop single. We call that a tweener. It was in between second base and right field. And what you want to do as a second baseman, you want to continue to go out to make that play until you're called off. The outfielder has a right of way. If the outfielder doesn't call it, then as a second baseman, you got to make that play. If the outfielder calls it, you got to veer off. But the ball landed, so that's going to go as a base hit, bloop single, and an RBI. Another run. And next pitch is popped up to the third baseman for the final out. But the Batbusters do come up with 3 more in the third, and they now take a 6-0 lead as we go to the top of the 4th. All right, welcome back. 6-0 Batbusters if you're just joining us. Top of the 4th right here. I-5 leading off is Daniela Escamilla. Outfielder, shortstop, bats right, throws right, goes to Vasquez High School, GPA. What a shocker, 4.0. Class of 2027. Next pitch taken for a strike. All right, this is bugging me. I'm going to share with you the 3 pitches from Harvard Westlake. Lucas Giolito, Max Fried, and I want to say Jack Flaherty of the Cardinals. Now, you look up their numbers in the big leagues. you wonder, how would they ever lose a game with those three guys on that staff? Holy moly. Can you believe that? Three outstanding pitchers. Next pitch is popped up, out of play, right side. So Daniela hanging tough. She's the number 11 batter for I-5. And they're batting 12. Sarah's on deck. Oh, just foul ball. Probably missed me by about 3 feet. But no fear here. No fear here, man. Yep. So this is Daniela. Bats right. Where's number 11? Burton ready. Here's the pitch on the way. Out in front. Ground ball. Third base side. Foul. Sarah Olage's on deck, number 23. Burton in relief. Tall right-hander wears number 17 for the Batbusters. First name is McKenna. Here's the pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. Danielle is hanging in there. We're in the fourth inning, 6-0 Batbusters. Want to remind you, January 7th, we have a head-to-head at Charter Oak High School. And if you haven't checked it out, go to fastpitchfilms.com. We've done this before. Next pitch is line foul, third base side out of play. We've done this before. It's been absolutely tremendous. It's wonderful. It's a great opportunity for these teams to play head-to-head. It's going to be January 7th at Charter Oak High School. So look for that. That's brought to you by fastpitchfilms.com. We're glad to be doing that. Make sure you check it out. All right, Burton's ready. Here's a pitch. It's fouled straight back. Danielle is hanging in there. It's a good AB so far. Seen a lot of pitches, fouling them off, hanging in there. Sarah Olege on deck. Oh, she goes to John F. Kennedy High School. Next pitch, line drive, center field base hit. I'm going to tell you something. That is a great at-bat. Not because she just got a hit. Regardless of the outcome, she saw a ton of pitches. She fouled a bunch off. She made the pitcher work, got a pitch she could handle, and singled to center field. That is a great at-bat with a great result. All right, so Danielle is on, and here's Sarah. Burton's ready. Here's a pitch on the way. They show bunt. She fouls it off. Sarah Olege goes to John F. Kennedy High School, GPA 3.5. She's a middle infielder, can play outfielder. Bats right, throws right. Where's number 23? Jordan's on deck. Next pitch popped up right behind me. Heads up here. Six-0 Batbusters on the top of the fourth. I-5 has a runner at first base. A little Delaney action here, trying to get some foul balls back here. And we got one back in play, so we're ready to go. McKenna Burton on the mound in relief. Number 17 for the Batbusters. Olege at the plate. Here's the pitch. Taken high. Throw to first. Runner's back. So the Batbusters got 3 in the second, 3 in the third. They lead 6-0. Next pitch is in the dirt. The leadoff batter, Jordan Castellon, is on deck. She wears number 45, right fielder. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit past the third baseman, backed up by the shortstop, no play. So the third baseman had to go to her left. It rolled up her arm. The shortstop made a nice play by backing it up and keeping the ball in the infield, but to no avail, couldn't make a play. So I-5 has runners at first and second, and that brings up the leadoff batter, Jordan, the right fielder, number 45, bats right-handed. Jordan Castellayon, shortstop, catcher, utility, goes to Los Alamitos High School, class of 2026, GPA 3.8. Grounded foul, third base side. Los Alamitos, of course, they have an excellent program. Eva Chavez is on deck, the number 2 hitter. So I-5 trying to get something here, first and second. Here's a pitch by Burton, taken high for a ball. All right, McKenna looks in for a sign. She gets one. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. Steps on third for one. Throw it to first. Double play. Nice play by the third baseman for Batbusters. That's Sandoval. The ball was hit to her. She stepped on third for the force out. Threw across the diamond to first base to get a double play. So there's 2 outs with the runner at second. And here's Chavez. First name Eva. Takes high for a ball. So big play for the Batbusters because there was first and second, nobody out. Down 6. Your I-5 is hoping for get a couple runs here. But a double play. Ooh. Okay. So there was a... Let's see, Chavez swung at the ball, hit top half and went straight down. It looked like it was in front of the plate. Umpire said foul ball. Almost looked fair, but nonetheless, it's a foul ball. So Chavez is still there. So that double play really hurts I-5. With 2 outs now, ground ball hit to third, over to first, low throw, in time, side retired. So the double play bails out the Batbusters. And we go to the 4th inning, 6-0, Batbusters leading I-5. All right, welcome back to San Antonio Park here in Buena Park. 14U friendly between I-5 and Batbusters, who leads 6-0. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Once again, I want to talk about the head-to-head competition coming up January 7th at Charter Oaks High School. Now, understand this. These are selective teams. They play head-to-head, and there's no time limit. So it's a full 7-inning game. And if you haven't seen this, go to fastpitchfilms.com and check it out. We've done this before, and we're going to do it again in January 2023 at Charter Oak High School. January 7th, head-to-head competition. It's going to be wonderful. It's a great event. Definitely check it out. All right, back to the action here, and it looks like Michaela Burton, the pitcher, is going to bat here. Tall right-hander, swinging a miss. And Rosie Salazar is back on the mound for I-5. They trail 6-0 in the bottom 4th here. Rosie's ready. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. So Rosie has come in and done a nice job. Kind of put the fire out, so to speak. She's set. She's ready. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And you know what? What we call that is a ladder. When somebody swings at a rise ball, you go a little higher. If they swing at that, you go a little higher. You want to keep that ball over the strike zone. Rosie was able to do that, and Burton couldn't lay off it, and Rosie gets the strikeout. So 1 out, and that's going to bring up, this was the first pitcher. This is Satali Valencia. She started the game. She wears number one, right-handed batter. She started the game, so she's going to hit now. Satali Valencia for the Batbusters. All right, Rosie's ready. Here's the pitch on the way, taken high. Now, see, Valencia is not fishing for that high rise ball like Burton was. We're in the bottom of the fourth. This is the 14U division, I-5 Batbusters. Next pitch is fouled, straight back. 6-0 Batbusters, Fernandez. Leading I-5. Out of Ventura, coached by Banbrook and Shea. That's I-5. Rosie's ready. Next pitch, rise ball way over the zone, taken by Valencia. Glad you could join us. Queen of Queens, Fastpitch softball here at San Antonio Park. Brought to you by Elite Fastpitch Softball and FastPitchFilms.com. We are pleased and privileged to be here and glad you could join us. Don't forget, check us out at FastPitchFilms.com for all your softball needs and softball content. Next pitch is swung on a miss. So Rosie's doing a nice job. 2 strikeouts back to back. And that's going to bring up, this is Harper, the number 6 hitter. So like I mentioned, Rosie's come in and kind of put the fire out, so to speak. Nice job. First pitch, fouled back, 0-1. So she's getting ahead of the hitters. Struck out the first 2 in this inning. And I-5 is looking to get in to hit. They're down 6. They got to try to get something going here. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up, playable in the infield. Second baseman calling and makes the play. So that's going to do it. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We'll go to top of 5, 6-0 Batbusters. All right, we're back, and with the time limit, we got the final score, 4 complete innings. Batbusters 6, I-5 nothing. Thanks for joining us in this 14U friendly. And don't forget to check out FastPitchFilms.com for all your softball needs, softball content. Go to FastPitchFilms.com. Don't forget, January 7th, we got that head-to-head competition coming to a Charter Oak High School. And it's selective teams play head-to-head a full 7 innings with no time limit. It's a one-rule event. It's put on by Fastpitch Films. We've done it before. We're going to do it again. That's January 7th, Charter Oak High School, head-to-head competition. Make sure you check it out. Once again, special thanks to Elite Fastpitch Softball, making this all possible. Queen of Queens friendlies, 14U, 16U at San Antonio Park in Buena Park, California. My name's Dale Lopes. Stick around. We got another game coming for you. Until then, we'll see you right around the corner.